So sometimes there's special cases with factoring where there's an issue with standard form or maybe there's a GCF. So I wanted to show you a couple of examples. So if you'll notice on the bottom of page 5, example 1, it's not in the right order. So remember, standard form is ax squared plus bx plus c. So in this case, these two need to be flip-flopped. They're not in the right order. So we're going to flip-flop those, and then once we do that, we'll put it in standard form, and then we can factor it. So you would have x squared minus 11x plus 10. Now we can look at the a times c. So a times c would be 1 times 10. So what can we multiply to get 10 that adds together to give you a negative 11 in the middle? Well, 1 and 10 would give us a positive 11, but since we need a negative 11, we would have to have both negatives. Negative 1 and negative 10 make negative 11, but if we multiply them, they still give us a positive 10. All right, so those are our two factors. And since we have an a value of 1, we don't have to do the whole grouping method. I mean, you could and it would still work, but because a is 1, it's a lot quicker and you can just go straight into parentheses. So we would just have x minus 1 and x minus 10, and those are the two factors. All right, the second example at the bottom of page 5, you'll notice that you have a GCF. All three terms are divisible by 5. Now, it is in standard form, but we're going to factor out the 5, which leaves us with x squared plus 3x minus 4. Now, when we look at this, we keep the 5, but we're still going to do the AC method, and a is 1, c is negative 4. So a times c would be negative 4, and what can we multiply to get negative 4 that will add together to give us 3? Well, it would be a positive 4 and a negative 1, because 4 and negative 1 give us 3, 4 times negative 1 gives us a negative 4. So these are the two factors that we'll use, but we're going to still keep the 5, that's not going to drop, and then we'll have an x with a plus 4 and an x with a minus 1. And those are our factors.